Hi, and welcome to another episode of R&R. I am your humble host, DKS3A. And last week, we talked about DLC, downloadable content. And some of the things that's wrong with some of it, like I said, not all downloadable content is bad. It's just the downloadable content you have to buy to actually get the full experience of the game. Like, you have to pay for the true ending, or pay some stuff so the story makes sense for the next game, or whatever like that. Just some downloadable content. This week, we're going to talk about Microsoft. Now, I love the Xbox and the Xbox 360. Xbox 360 I play all the time. I love the console. I love it and stuff. But there's some things that Microsoft's been happening recently that it's really pissing me off, and there's some stuff that's been done in the past that's really pissing me off. And I'm going to cover 3 main points of Microsoft that's happened that it's really, like, just grinded me. I'm going to hold on just 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. You'll see a little jump screen there, but I had to take care of something real quick. I had an emergency phone call, so. Anyway, point number 1, and this has happened 10 years ago, whatever. It's Microsoft buying Rare. Rare is a great video game company that was around, like they've been around since the 80s, late 80s, early 90s, but the cream of the crop of their games came out in the late 90s, early 2000s. GoldenEye 007, Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Donkey Kong 64. All those games were fucking incredible. That's just from the Nintendo 64. I'm not counting like some of the older games that they came out with, like Bionic Commando or some stuff like that came out for the NES. Then Microsoft buys Rare. Okay, that's cool. Rare's got a bigger company they can work with. Microsoft dips their hand in Rare. They get more creative control. And what do we get? Original Perfect Dark for the 64. Great game. We get Perfect Dark Zero for the Xbox 360. Shitty game. Absolutely horrible. We get Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie for the N64. Both classic good games. Banjo-Kazooie, nuts and bolts. Shitty game. Let's see, what else? Oh, Conker's Bad Fur Day for the N64. Great. They remade it for the Xbox 360. It's a pretty bad port. Is it horrible? No, it's not horrible. But a lot of the cussing and the stuff like that made the original game so great, they removed a shitload of it from the remake, and it just doesn't hold a shell to what it used to. So Microsoft has been dipping their hands in Rare, and Rare's just completely exploded from shittiness. And the only one that's actually kind of saved itself from Rare when Microsoft bought it was Donkey Kong. That's because Rare made Donkey Kong 64, but it was already a Nintendo franchise already. So when Rare went to Microsoft, Nintendo still had Donkey Kongs, which is why you still see Donkey Kong for the GameCube and Donkey Kongs for Wii and stuff like that. Donkey Kong got saved. Everything else, though, just self-combusted. And what my opinion is Rare just needs to find some way to get away from Microsoft and make the good classic games that they know that they are capable of making, and make us fans happy again. A true Banjo-Kazooie, third Banjo-Kazooie game. Another Conker's Bad Fur Day. Another true good Perfect Dark game. I mean, all those great games that were around, they just need to come out with them. Find some way to get away from Microsoft and just make them. Make fans happy. That's number 1. Number 2. This more recent activity, still rumors and stuff right now, but things I've been hearing is that the new Xbox 720, that's what it's going to be called right now, and it's not confirmed yet, is going to be forcing you, no matter what game it is, single player, multiplayer, anything, it's going to be forcing you to play the game online. It's gonna be pure online. I mean, what the fuck? What if like somebody like me who doesn't have always really good internet connection? I mean, most of the time I have decent internet connection, but sometimes my internet goes down. Sometimes my internet connection kind of fluctuates. What if somebody like me wants to play a game? I don't have a good internet connection. Well, I'm fucking screwed. I can't play anything on my new Xbox system because shit, it's going to require you to play everything online. And it's like a couple people I watched brought some good points too. What if the servers go down on that game? They don't bring back up the servers. You'll never be able to fucking play that game ever again because you have no servers. You don't get to play anymore. Well, I mean, what the fuck? And I don't know. There's something very wrong with that, and Microsoft needs to take a step back, listen to the listen to the fans' complaints, because I'm not the only one on this. It's like millions of people that are very, very, very against that. And I don't know. It's just they need to step back and readjust what they're going to do with that. And the third thing is, like this month, Rayman Legends was supposed to be released for the Wii U. It was ready, shipped, ready, packaged, just about ready to go. It was going to be released for the Wii U. They decided they want to come out with it multi-platform. That's cool and handy. Got delayed a little bit. And so Sony was like, go ahead and release it for the Wii U. We'll release it a couple months later. And all that kind of stuff. That's all good. Then here comes Microsoft. Microsoft said, you're going to release it on multi-platform, huh? A lot of people don't know about this about Microsoft. I've heard it from a couple of other people, and I did a little bit of research myself. But Microsoft was like, oh, you're going to release a multi-platform, huh? Well, you want to wait till we say it's okay to release it, and not a minute sooner, because apparently Microsoft likes to have their head start on the game first, or it gets released at the same time. If the game gets released multi-platform, Microsoft either wants to release it first, or if they're going to release it, they release it on the same day. That kind of stuff. So Sony was like, okay, go for it, all kind of stuff, but Microsoft's not ready to release it. Oh, they're not going to release it let's not release it till September. So now it's got pushed from June, till next week, ready to be released next week for the Wii U. The game's getting all the way delayed all the way to September because of Microsoft, and they're forced to wait because Microsoft is going to release it multi-platform. Microsoft doesn't want Nintendo or Sony to release it before they do. They either release it at the same time or Microsoft release it first. I don't know why they fucking wait until September to release it, but fuck. Yeah, so Microsoft, it's just sometimes can get really, really greedy. And like I said, I don't have a problem with Microsoft. I fucking love Microsoft, their systems. I love the Xbox 360. I love the original Xbox. But they're going to have to adjust and make some things right, correct some things, if you're going to want me to pay and buy their new system that they're planning on coming out with in the next year or so. Because the way it's going right now, I'm really, really iffy thing, especially with the online. They just need to fucking take a step back, listen to everything, adjust them accordingly, and make some corrections. And if everything goes well, then I'll get the new Xbox. But until then, I'll just stick with my Xbox 360 and stuff like that until figure something out. Alright, last week I asked which one was better, Doom or Duke Nukem. Based on the comments, more people like Doom. But for me, I never actually really grew up on Doom that much. I played a couple of games. I played Doom 64 a little bit. I've played some of them on the PC. I've always been a Duke Nukem guy. Always have been. I grew up on, I've played most of the Duke Nukems on the PlayStation. One of them on 64. I've played Duke Nukem forever. I've always been a Duke Nukem guy. I just don't know. I really like Duke Nukem. And Duke Nukem, it's always just been my place. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Doom. But Duke Nukem has always just had a place in my heart. Alright, so I'm going to ask now, which one is better? PlayStation 2 or the original Xbox? Leave comments down below. And this is another episode of R&R. I am your host, DKS3A, the Crazy Gamer, and I will see you next week. Have a good day.